Rough Hikes. We are spending the day at Cumberland Mountain State Park. Cumberland Mountain State Park is a little bit south of Crossville. They have cabins for rent, nice campground. They have a little restaurant. They have this, well, they have the iconic stone bridge and this nice lake here, which is really pretty this time of year. In the season, you can rent little canoes and paddle boards and stuff. Overcast day, but that's okay. I actually still saw quite a few people today. I haven't posted a lot of videos lately. The last hike that I was able to do was in the first part of September. Had a recurring foot injury that got me again. So I haven't been able to hike. Been trying to let that heal. It is still not healed, but I'm tired of not being able to hike. So I'm like, phooey on that. We are gonna go on a hike. This is one of the key features of the Cumberland Mountain State Park that people love, is this bridge right here. I'm going to try to get a shot from the other side because it sounds like the water's really rushing over the backside of this dam. Okay, I'm going to try to step down here and get a picture of the water. There's a little bit coming out of there. I'm shooting this with a new piece of equipment that I got. It's a Moza Gimbal, Moza Mini-S Gimbal, which I know sometimes my video, you know, when you're trying to shoot something while you're hand holding your phone, it can be pretty bouncy. And so this gimbal is something I've wanted for a long time, and it gives you a really smooth footage when you're shooting and walking at the same time. So you can put away your Dramamine. Probably won't need it. And yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge because I have the dogs on one hand with 2 leashes, and I'm trying to hold my gimbal in the other hand. So just real quick, I just stopped filming with the gimbal and took the phone off the gimbal for a minute so that you could kind of see the difference in the stabilization using a gimbal versus not using a gimbal. It's really quiet out. Is there anybody out here? Some people off to my right. I think they're in the campground. Cumberland Mountain State Park is a really good place to hike. You know, if you're alone or whatever. It's not a hard hike. Easy hike. You can do 8 miles. You can do 2.5 miles. You can do variations of that mileage. But you're surrounded, basically. You seem like you're, you know, out in the woods. There's no way around, and it really isn't. But you're very close to the golf course, the campground. There's neighboring farms and stuff. So you're not really remote and not really alone. There's Well, I just tried to set up the gimbal to video us crossing that little bridge back there, but I set it up. I had a good shot of the little bridge and went about got the dogs crossing the bridge, and the gimbal had fallen over into the leaves. So oh well, I was like, whatever, I'm not trying to set it up again and retake the shot. Okay, we got our first sign. We're gonna bear to the left because we want to do all the perimeter. This way, Molly, come on. Pretty quiet, not seeing anybody. You can do it. Come on, Oscar. Oh, he just took the wet way. Come on, Molly. Come on, buddy. I don't know about you guys, but areas like this, just to me, this is like the epitome of winter. Everything is bare and gray, and basically Mother Nature's on vacation for 6 months. This is a backcountry campsite. I knew it was out here somewhere. Knew we were pretty close. Nice quiet little place to camp. I've been back here 3 or 4 times and I've never seen anybody camping, but obviously the fire ring, somebody must camp back here. Wow, this was a challenge to get across. I wanted to show you guys something. This wasn't like this last time I was here. See all these claw marks. Those are from my poor puppy dogs. He did good till we got about halfway, and don't think I wasn't a little sketched about crossing it anyway, but I think it's fairly solid. I think it's just twisted. Anyway, I got about 3/4 of the way and I slid and fell. So I was able to put my feet on this last remaining brace right here and managed to get across. I don't know, that's pretty sketchy right there. Yikes. Passed a couple of people, well actually a runner passed me coming the other way, and then a hiker, and I told him about that bridge, and then he said this bridge was really slippery as well, and he held onto the cable, so I might do the same thing. Well, that guy wasn't lying. Coming down this was very slippery. I'm glad there's these little crossboards, and I did hang on to the cable, and it was very slippery. And the dogs basically just slid from the top to the bottom, poor guys. They don't like swinging bridges anyway. Come on, Ross, go get your head out of that hole. I think I'm not going to be able to do the second loop, which is unfortunate because that's where all the really pretty stuff is, but my toe is just not gonna, it's just not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna head back to the car. This is the prettiest part of this trail, I think, right down here by the river with all the roots. Okay, we just left the trail. We came down to this little road, which is always weird to me. A little bit of a walk on the road, and then the trail picks up down here again.